The Loveland Castle was started on June 5, 1929, and constructed by the sweat labor of one man, Sir Harry Andrews. He worked for over 50 tireless years and then tragically passed away before completing his historic castle. For this investigation, we invited Patricia Garry, an acclaimed psychic, medium, and spiritual leader, to join us in the castle for the portion of the beginning of the evening. What you'll see next is a brief interview that was conducted prior to the exploration of the castle.
It was not my choice. It was not my career path. So I was getting over a relationship that I had ended, but I was being miserable and I was whining and boring myself silly. And a friend of mine bought a deck of tarot cards just to make me stop whining. And I could read the damn things. And I was not able to tell myself I couldn't. Well, I never found how to turn it off. No, I don't even want to turn it off, so don't listen. Don't listen to that. I just think I'm willing to be. I'm just willing to see what's there, and I'm willing to listen to what's there. So when I'm doing a reading, all I do really is repeat what I hear. And because I've learned that when I'm doing a reading if I tried to make it sound good to me, like if somebody was getting bad news about a relationship breaking up, and if that wasn't and if I tried to modify that, it would just screw everything up. I have to say exactly what I hear to pass it through, and that's how it works. So as a very left-brain person, I've learned how to get out of my way. That's all. But I think Harry's definitely around. But he's a sweetie, so he's not. I don't even know how he was as a person. I don't know if he was a curmudgeon or whatever, but he's very sweet right now. He's just kind of watching, hanging out.
So you kind of sense Harry in the room already, or in the space?
He's here. I wouldn't say he was in any way an earthbound spirit. I think he goes where he wants to go, which is the fun. I mean, what's the fun of being in eternity if you can't play and go where you want to go? But he's appreciative of this, and he does like it. So he's not stuck here, but he pops in when something cool is going on. You can get used to, like, if I see something that I know isn't there, I just kind of take a breath and settle into it, and then I can look again and see if it's there or if it's not there. I mean, we're all giving off signals, we're all flashing energy, we're all reading each other's energy all the time, and so, you can get used to seeing things that aren't there and kind of knowing that and keeping moving, not stopping. Well, I was puzzled because how could it be ghosts? But now that I'm out here, I have a better sense of just the energies that help build it. Because my expectation or my feeling would be, so Harry was out here building it, but he had help. He had essentially spiritual help to build it and make it happen. So what was Harry like, Wes? Did you know him?
I did not meet him. My father met him. I've talked to many, many people down here that had the privilege to meet Harry. He was astute. He was really a savant. I mean, he was extremely talented in so many ways. He was a Bible teacher. He was a Boy Scout leader. He was a passionate teacher. Loved the outdoors. He was a gardener. And really just wanted to share this place with the world. And just the area that we're in here, there was a lot of Native American activity in the area. Of course, the Little Miami River was part of the Underground Railroad, and it was definitely a major thoroughfare for escaped slaves. If you think about on the other side of the river, it used to be a railroad track, which there was a lot of historical activity along the railroad track. So he put his heart and soul and passion into this place. He was a World War II veteran and medic, and was declared dead in World War II, there was a disease that he and his entire battalion kind of succumbed to, and he was brought back from the dead by, at the time, an experimental drug called adrenaline, and they gave him a shot to the heart, and he was actually the doctor that examined him. He was already deemed dead, and the doctor that examined him had cut his inner lip and noticed that he bled, and so obviously dead men don't bleed, and so they noticed there was a little bit of life left in him and gave him that shot and brought him back to life. And he put every bit of his life into this beautiful place, and it's just benefited generations of men and women and girls and boys, and evoked the imagination, and it really does give people a sense of awe and a sense of what we're capable of doing as
Harry is right
humans.
behind Wes, so if you kind of aim toward that corner, if there's anything there to be seen, he's just kind of almost at that table, or at that table.
I just
Yeah.
got the chill.
And I think he's really grateful that we're all down here continuing
I
to
think so.
build on his legacy, and that we're using it for the good. And I'm just honored to be a part of the service down here.
Very cool.
He feels very sweet and helpful. He's not intrusive. A lot of times, spirits they'll just sort of try to take over, and they're not friendly, helpful. He's just very friendly. He's not any way pushy or anything. Not pushing to get his message out. Although maybe I guess he thinks we're getting it out, so he's not. But he's very sweet guy.
Do you think he appreciates when people come and do things like this in the castle?
He's very. As Cindy has said, he came to join the party.
Harry, again, worked on the castle for about 55 years. And at 80 and 89, he passed away from a fire-related disease. He was burned by a fire. And given the option to remove his leg, I think he got gangrene from the burn. And he said if it meant that he couldn't work on his castle anymore, he'd rather die. And so he let the gangrene take him. And the Knights of the Golden Trail have kept up the castle ever since. We've continued to build onto the castle and the castle grounds. And if you build it, they will come. As we've continued to build the castle grounds, we've attracted people from all over the world. A lot of these photos are the history of Harry, kind of before, during, and the process of building the castle. He was a World War II medic, and so while he was in Europe, he got to study the architecture of a lot of the castles and fell in love with the architecture of those ancient sites all over Europe. So a couple of these pictures are of him as a medic. And this one's from 1918. This is him in his nurse uniform. After the war, he spent several years studying the architecture of Europe, and really just wanted to bring his passion back to the States and show the people here maybe a little taste of what European castles were like. So this castle was based on a French castle. It's a Norman-style castle, and it was called Le Château La Ruche as well. So this castle was named after one of his most inspirational castles in France.
Castle of Rock.
Yep, the Castle of Rock. But he was extremely ingenuitive and did so much with so little. He really had that art of ingenuity and just made so much with so little. And I really do appreciate that about Harry and his legacy, that we're capable of doing so much with so little, and that even as a single individual, we're capable of doing far more than we could ever imagine. Basically, we can manifest our dreams if only we go after that and really work hard. And this place just shows his sweat, labor, and creativity paid off, and it now attracts people from all over the world. And stirs imaginations of kids everywhere.
Here we are at the Loveland Castle. We are at Chateau La Roche. We've had the tour from the Knights of the Golden Trail, and we're getting ready to go venture into the area. Earlier we had Patricia here, who's a well-known psychic and medium in the area, and she went through the castle with us and pointed out some spots that we're going to go to. We're going to start off in the tower where Patricia felt that there was good potential to tap into energy and that there was a lot of positive energy left in that room that we could all kind of get in on. So we're going to head upstairs and we'll take it from here.
There's seats around the whole border of the room. If you guys want to find one and hop a squat, we'll set up a chair and we'll get ready for the session here. The first system we're going to use tonight is called a PSB7 Spirit Box. It allows for voices from the other realm to essentially project themselves in between the channel sweeps. We've had a lot of success with this device, and we've been able to pick up a whole slew of different voices and different intelligent responses to questions that we've asked on it. So hopefully that happens tonight. Can you hear my voice? Is there anyone other than Sir Harry here? Harry, are you in this home? We're going to spend a few more minutes in this room. If there's anything in here, we want to invite you to come through and communicate with us. You have to focus your energy on this device that's in my hand and talk to us.
Is there anybody here?
We are. Can you hear my voice? Yes. Do you want us to go to a different area of the castle? Are you okay? Shirley, are you happy?
I hurt Shirley.
Shirley, can you say your name?
just goes off. To me, that's negativity.
Is that kind of your normal
Well, it
release?
doesn't happen very
pressure?
often. I mean, before I was very psychic, if Spirit wanted to get my attention, she would make, well, both arms really, it'll feel like there's a slave bracelet on there with holes in it, and so if Spirit wants my attention, she pokes a hot nail through on those holes.
Oh,
And it hurts like hell.
okay.
But since I'm more open these days, it doesn't happen very often. I mean,
Okay.
I probably haven't had
You don't need the nail anymore. Just
Right.
a little warming sensation is enough.
Yeah, or I just know, or I get, it just comes into my mind. But this, it hurts.
Does it seem like it's a negative thing,
Oh,
or is
yes.
In your professional opinion, do you think this would be a place for us to
Yes.
come to later
Yes.
to try to get
Yeah.
energy?
Yes. I don't,
Cool.
It's making me very uncomfortable.
Let's move on. We don't want to make you feel too uncomfortable.
It's like, I just don't like the way, it's just not good. See, and as soon as I'm out of there, it's
As soon
much
as you
better.
walk into this room, it's
It's better. Yeah, it dissipates.
Let's take this. Is it working again?
yep. Back on film. Can you send us a sign by saying somebody's name in this room?
What is my name? I've had spirits and entities answer this question before. What is my name? Is Harry here? How about Doug? Is Doug here? Doug, are you here? We've heard your name several times tonight. Can you say your name into this device right here? Doug, are you here? Did you hear that? There's Doug. Doug, are you angry that we are here? Yes, I am. Doug, do you want us to leave here? What is my name?
Who blew the candle out?
Can you see the light on the candle? Are you looking for Jesus? Said a few times. Is that Harry's name for sure? Harry Andrews? Harold? Did Harry build this building?
Why so?
You say Harry's sitting next to you, to Alex in the stool. Which room should we sleep in? Sleeping bedroom, it said.
My father got killed when I was a year old.
It's funny. It's just holding the cold. It's not giving it up.
Why did you hand her that ring?
Because it's my father's. And
You got it from his grandmother?
Yeah, my grandmother.
Okay.
His mother. His mother was full-blooded Cherokee.
And why did you say the chapel was someplace we should focus tonight?
That's where most people get readings from. We've got a documented...
And that's actually the chapel. That room that I hate is the chapel.
Yeah.
we've got
I'm going to step in and my arm just goes off. To me, that's negativity.